Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Beckham, the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to 1st down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Washington.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
On first down, Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Thomas the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington.
For Washington.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The score, Browns 10, Washington 7.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. Being chased out left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check. Bang, 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 bang.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Off to Thomas on the left side.
Haskins.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Logan Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Logan Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Washington 14. Browns 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the tree. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Browns 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Here's Haskins. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6. Now Parkey for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Browns 28. Washington 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Haskins on first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You don't want nothing. Get them.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now within a... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets,
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
At the 45-yard line.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Yeah, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Steven Sims. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from the... It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically...
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Washington.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And the Washington first down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick taking it in. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes this Washington 42. Browns 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
4 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 9-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This will be caught at about the 5. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes this Washington 42.
From this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Dump the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
First down, Washington.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a give right side. Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Clarkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down.
There's Myles Garrett forcing another offensive lineman to yell, look out to his quarterback as he ends up putting him on the deck. 30.5 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Well, that was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17.
To throw, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
12-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20.
You know they pay me extra for this.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on for the extra.
So that is 2 pick 6s he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick 6s, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes. Gibson gets hit and he fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do it.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Give them a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Washington field goal. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. 56. Mike, 56 right there, right there.
Second down and goal. Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for, but now it's third and goal. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good...
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Today's finals, Washington 56.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.